this was built with Grok Build, and so this is like the sandbox. It's a little bit janky, but it works. I had it sort of do like an Octopath Traveler style sort of little mini game. I'm not sure what it would do yet as far as playing the game, but yeah. But they added a feature basically, so you can basically just build stuff right in the mobile app, and then it'll do this. You can display it in browser. So sort of also, I've been thinking about games that like there's an app called Finch, which is supposed to gamify self-care. So it's a cool app, but and you can do a lot of other stuff with it aside from just self-care, but it's too slow in my opinion. Like it has too many screens with too many sounds that you can't bypass. There's no quick mode, so you sort of got to sit there while your little bird chirps and does whatever. Not ideal. So yeah, with that said, and then, I used to play Ultima Online, so I like that vibe. So, basically just trying to combine different styles. And then what I told this to do is basically take Phaser and Three.js and then combined do 3D inside Phaser. Phaser is a 2D open source game engine, and the robot walks backwards. It's not quite correct, but this all works on the screen. And then uh, yeah, so there's notes. This needs to be able to go full screen. Um, and then I wanted it so you could talk to to the little guy. And then they got tasks here, sort of like a to-do list app, but you can gamify it and you have a graph. This needs to be more readable. You need to be able to zoom here. And yeah, so and then the path stones sort of gamifying it like stretch, short loop. Yeah, so with that said, it's on the right track, and then you can download the whole thing in a zip file and then upload it to GitHub or publish it or do whatever. You can use Capacitor to change it into like a Android or iPhone app. And again, you can have codecs to do all that stuff. And you click here and it goes. So, I think this is actually, as far as when this one-shotted, I literally just gave it this prompt to do this, and it did this. It basically just one-shotted it. And you go here, it zooms in, and I think what I should do, so there's a tree. I like that. So like a low poly tree, that's cool. And there's a little fountain, it's like a little commie fox. I'm actually digging this. Uh, you know, it, uh, but it needs improvement, definitely. But for being one-shotted, this is pretty impressive to me. Like it literally just built all this, based off one prompt. And I said, do something for Markdown files, have there be like a to-do list, make sure there's a graph, have a 3D inside 2D. And, if we go here, yeah, it does it that way. So, and it's not, anyway. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm impressed with this and I might develop it more. We'll see. But yeah, I just want to show off Grok Build. One shot of this in Grok Build. It's actually very impressive. I use Codex some, but this is really impressive. With this probably would have been 5 or 6 prompts inside Codex. Plus, this is all using like virtual machines on their servers, which is actually a huge like plus. So yeah, with that said, there you go. So yeah, bless up, cheers, limitless peace, Grok Build.